Today's ever-changing investment landscape requires active management of clients' investments, which has not always been possible despite our best efforts. In October, Warwick Asset Management will make this possible by launching 4 local risk-profiled wrap funds. The 4 wrap funds will be available for voluntary clients, pre- and post-retirement clients, and be available on the various linked investment service providers or lists that we utilize, namely Momentum Wealth, Sanlam Glacier, Stanlib, and AIMS. The different wrap funds available are dependent on the client risk profile and their investment objectives, which allows Warwick to timelessly rebalance each of the wrap fund models and not individually per client portfolio. A wrap fund is a collection of underlying investments, such as unit trusts, that are administered as a single offering to our clients. Firstly, we have administrative simplicity. Whenever Warwick makes an allocation change in our wrap fund models, the investor's investment will be automatically changed without an action or instruction coming from the investor, which allows Warwick to talk one investment message across the various segments of our client base. Secondly, we have ownership. The investor will remain the unit holder on each of the underlying unit trusts, which are included in the wrap fund model. Thirdly, we have cost efficiencies. No switching fees are applicable when Warwick makes allocation changes to the wrap fund models. So as we switch or we make a change in the underlying holdings, this will not have an impact on a cost basis for our clients. Wrap funds are not unit trust funds, and they are not unitized. What they are is simply a collection of unit trust funds that are managed as a group collective. Wrap funds, although not unit trust funds or unitized, are still governed by underlying unit trust and service provider administration and management. Some of the examples of the applicable governance include the Collective Investment Schemes Control Act, the Financial Advisory and Intermediary Services Act, the Financial Markets Control Act, and the Exchange Control Act. Changes to the underlying unit trust funds included in the wrap fund could result in a capital gains tax liability for the investor. So to minimize the impact of this, when Warwick makes changes to the model, these changes are limited to what we believe necessary to achieve the objective of long-term capital growth inside the portfolios. The units held by each client in the underlying unit trust fund are individually reflected on their quarterly investment statements. The investor can therefore immediately and directly on their statements see what underlying unit trust funds they are exposed to. The use of the wrap funds will facilitate significantly easier administration for our clients. Warwick will not need to rebalance individual client investment portfolios, which will allow us to execute switches on a group basis. The rebalancing of the underlying unit trust funds inside the wrap funds will incur no switching fees for our clients. Warwick will periodically switch clients' investments inside the wrap funds, and this will ensure that those wrap funds are aligned to the most recent house view from Warwick Asset Management, and that the client's investments will remain within their predetermined risk profile and objectives. Warwick is therefore able to change the investment philosophy very quickly and across one platform for all our applicable clients. This will allow for one investment message to be conveyed across the various segments of our client base.